County leaders are hoping the movie will give Putnam County a boost in tourism, attracting history buffs who want to see Captain Thurman's grave and other historical sites in the county. Right now, this water is very cool and refreshing on this hot summer day. Park leaders are hoping others feel the same way, despite the fact there are no waves here at the wave pool. This year, the number of riders is expected to increase by 15%. More trails are also expected to be added as this attraction continues to make its mark on the state's tourism industry.
Day with Kurt Greenfield, right?
Yeah, appropriate St. Patty's Day name.
I've been waiting for somebody to say that. Well, at this point, we do have.
Yeah, the NCAA tournament starts tomorrow, so Gil and Denise, I want you to get your brackets into me before the end of business day.
I'll work on it right now.
Okay, work on it during sports.
Elvis is alive and well and living in the Mid-Ohio Valley, courtesy of Steve Sams of Belpre. What started as a dare 7 years ago is now dazzling audiences across the region. In this week's Valley Views, paying tribute to the king of rock and roll. You don't have to go to Las Vegas to see the king of rock and roll. In fact, many believe Steve Sams of Belpre is the next best thing to the real thing.
Steve's a little bit of an older Elvis, but his voice, Steve's voice, that's what it is. I mean, Steve sounds like Elvis Presley.
He just has like the charisma of Elvis and just about like the real Elvis, and he just sounds like the real Elvis.
The Steve points out he's a tribute artist, not an impersonator.
But to me, it's all about reproducing the music. You know, the man's music is what takes people down a trip down memory lane, and you know, that's what's important to me.
He doesn't shy away from teaching his Elvis talents.
Get your voice way down here.
Get your voice way down here.
Then you got to start snaring your lip a little bit, like this, like this, like this. Now take this one and do that. I don't know, he kind of looks like a downhill skier, doesn't he?
Besides Elvis, Steve also pays tribute to Garth Brooks and Willie Nelson. The voice is real, and so are the emotions of this musical journey.
I love the music. It brings everything out in me. I mean, it's like watching Elvis again.
And the music of a man who made his mark on music history and American history lives on. In the eyes of the tribute artist and in the hearts of the Elvis fans of the Mid-Ohio Valley. And some of Steve's upcoming performances include a Belpre concert and the Mayor's Concert Series in Parkersburg. And if you have an idea for a future Valley View segment, we'd love to hear all about it. You can send that information to 1 Television Plaza, Parkersburg, West Virginia 26101, or via the internet. Our email address is valleyviews@WTAP.com. And it was mighty nice of Willie Nelson to come all the way up from Austin, Texas, just for that show.
Yeah, he sure did a really good job.
Yeah, I'm sure he did too. He did an excellent job. Thank you.
Well, hopefully we'll have
You could say Andrew Kidd of Hurricanes saw the light at 8 years old. That's when he told his parents he wanted to learn to play the banjo.
I wanted to take on a challenge because, you know, a lot of kids play guitar, drums and stuff, and I was like, well, banjo would be kind of unique to play.
Most kids are looking for a school band type instrument, and it was somewhat of a surprise when he suggested to play the banjo.
9 years later, he's still playing. Andrew is a senior at Hurricane High School. A few years ago, he and his brother Aaron, a student at Marshall University, formed the Kidd Brothers Bluegrass Band.
It's something that's really unique because a lot of high school and college age kids don't play bluegrass, and it's just like, oh, you play in a band, like do you play the electric guitar? It's like, no, I play the acoustic guitar in a bluegrass group. They're like, oh, bluegrass, you know.
The band has been together for 4 years. Over that time, they have played numerous local venues, and they have also recorded 2 CDs. They have also competed in bluegrass and banjo competitions, and in some cases, winning. For Aaron, his bluegrass career is just a hobby, but Andrew hopes to continue his career.
Some of my goals would be to play at the Grand Ole Opry and play in a country band.
And with a little luck and determination, Andrew may soon take the country stage. Reporting in Putnam County, I'm Gil McClanahan. One soldier, one grave is the story of a major part of Putnam County history.
I took one in the gun, Elias.
Captain Philip Thurman, a Confederate soldier, was shot in a skirmish near Winfield during the Civil War and later died.
I'm helping a town rediscover its roots. There are people who live there that don't really even know the history behind their location there, and I'm hoping this will be a positive story for not only the town but for the state of West Virginia.
So Strom wrote and produced the movie about the death of Captain Thurman. The grave is at the Putnam County Courthouse. Strom used various locations around Putnam County and a dozen actors. The price tag of the production is $26,000, but the majority was volunteer labor.
And when I got involved with this, there were so many people who gave of their time and effort, and none of this would have been possible without everybody volunteering and believing in this project.
County leaders are hoping the movie will give Putnam County a boost in tourism, attracting history buffs who want to see Captain Thurman's grave and other historical sites in the county.
So many people that were the baby boomers that are so interested in history, and a lot of professionals are interested in the history, especially with the Civil War era.
Bush says more visitors mean an economic boost for the county, but for Strom, the movie is part of his master's thesis, but he's hoping the production makes an impression on those who see it for many years to come. In Putnam County, Gil McClanahan, 13 News. This is the sound of West Virginia getting an economic shot in the arm. Over the last decade, the Hatfield-McCoy Trail System has become an important part of the state's tourism industry. Today, there are more than 500 miles of trails in 5 counties. The number of visitors has also grown.
This is our first time at Hatfield-McCoy. We've heard a lot about it and came down to see what all the buzz was about, and by golly, I'm beginning to understand. This is really nice.
Well, first year we were open, we had around 3,000 visitors. This year we project around 35,000 visitors. 80% of those guests are non-West Virginia residents. And we've developed into one of probably the premier off-road systems in the country.
Lusk says for every dollar the state invests in the trail, there is a return of $1.65 in sales tax revenue. Many areas in southern West Virginia are also dependent on the trail system and riders as a vital part of their local economy.
This trail is exactly what we're trying to achieve, which is a diversification of West Virginia's economy.
It means economic development, it means jobs, it means a way that we can showcase the state of West Virginia.
This year, the number of riders is expected to increase by 15%. More trails are also expected to be added as this attraction continues to make its mark on the state's tourism industry. Reporting in Boone County, I'm Gil McClanahan.